The Mid-Coast region covers an area of 1 million hectares, yet littoral rainforest occurs on only 635 hectares of land. That's less than 0.06%. There are 6 different types of littoral rainforest on the Mid-Coast, and together they contain over 300 different plant species, 5 of which are under threat.
There's a legacy of clearing associated with coastal development and sand mining principally, and this legacy effect of past clearing has reduced stands of littoral rainforest to small and fairly fragmented patches.
When you've got small patches, they're a lot more susceptible to disturbance.
A key concern is edge effects. The small linear fragmented patches of our littoral rainforests are subjected to exposure and light and pollution.
Weed invasion is a key threat. The patch becomes weedier and weedier until it no longer functions as a rainforest. Another key threat is feral pests like deer. Another key threat is fire.
Human-induced climate change is a key threat to the ongoing condition and function of our littoral rainforests.
So there's quite a number of plant species. So one of the big ones in this area is the magenta lily-pilly, and that's nationally threatened as well as threatened in New South Wales.
The plant species diversity in local rainforests is incredible. Over 300 species have been recorded in these small patches, including many threatened species like the white-flowered wax plant, Sonantium elegans, with its unusual corky bark, and many other quite incredible plant species that are dependent on littoral rainforest, that occur only within littoral rainforests. A lot of the tree and shrub species within littoral rainforests are fruit-bearing plants, and they provide a range of seasonal fruit resources for birds and mammals. Beautiful species like the Regent bowerbird and the Wampu fruit dove, the green catbird, reliant on littoral rainforests. We have an extensive program of natural area management, bushland restoration, where we engage with partners like the New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife Service, community volunteers, external funding providers like the Environmental Trust.
We also have specialist bush regenerators who come into the littoral rainforest patches, and they look at treating weeds but also restoring the function and structure of rainforests.
My name's Scott Meyer. I'm a bush regenerator. I've been doing that for nearly 30 years now. This particular site we're at here at Burgess Beach, I did a vegetation plan of management in 2004. Since that time, 2012-13, there's been a dramatic change in the vegetation on this site. The canopy's closed over in significant portions of the site. We've been able to dramatically reduce the variety and the quantity of weed species. The terrain is quite difficult here. Littoral rainforest is the shortest form of rainforest. It's also under pressure daily by the natural forces. That canopy can come and go. The light can come through to the floor and bring forth a new suite of weeds. Incredible percentage of this site is very steep. Significant portions are not negotiable by foot. It requires rope access. You need a skilled workforce. Over an extended period of time, you need continuity.
The community has a very important role. The community can volunteer within our natural areas management program. The community can also be the eyes and ears of council. If they notice instances of potentially unlawful clearing, then that should be brought to council's attention.
We cannot win on any of these sites that are close to habitation without the consent and the assistance of the local residents. Watching out for tree poisoning, which can be quite common in some of these reserves. They can assist with the restoration, the gaining of the knowledge, how to manage these unbelievably diverse and special communities.
Council has loads of volunteer groups, and it's fantastic to be able to work on the coast in these beautiful environments. What's important is treating littoral rainforests not just in National Park but across across land boundaries. So that's why we work really closely with council. So partnerships are key. Soon as some waste, garden waste gets into the bush, I guarantee you we're spending the next 20 years trying to deal with that problem. Please don't clear for views, don't poison trees, and dob in a tree poisoner.
The community should be advocates. They should get out into nature and to experience the beauty of our littoral rainforests in our coastal reserves, and be aware of the issues and the threats that are facing these littoral rainforests, and then be advocates for the protection and management of these special places.